Welcome to Fart Talk with Dana.
And Lex.
Oh my goodness, welcome to Fart Talk.
What's up, Dee?
How's it going, Lex? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you in your car right now? What are you up to? Where are you? Who are you with? Why are you this way?
I'm solo dolo. I'm in my car because I have a show at the House of Comedy tonight.
Ooh, shit.
I couldn't leave you hanging because I know Twan's out the office today. So I had to, at least hop in before I go up on stage.
Oh man, well I appreciate you doing that. House of Comedy is one of the big, awesome comedy clubs in Arizona, and Lex is doing a really big show tonight. So I'm farting in your honor, even though I haven't been able to fart. Woo!
Thank you. One of these days I hope that like a fart just wants to come out while I'm like in the middle of a set and I could like hold the mic up and fart in it. I really want to know how well that would go. Like if I'd ever get booked at the club again, I just want to see how cool everyone would be about it. It's worth the risk.
I think it's definitely worth the risk, especially if you wear white pants, because that adds to like more of the excitement. Like, oh, she just farted. What's next? A spot? Facebook user, which is my favorite friend on Facebook, says LOL. That's what I say whenever I'm enjoying comedy. LOL. Lex, tell me about your farts today. What have your farts been like?
I actually haven't farted today, but I had a pretty large Vietnamese coffee like later in the day. So like my bowel movement was like right at like 4 o'clock, and I was like waiting to like clock out so I could poop, because it was like 5 minutes until it was time for me to clock out. So it was like I might as well just like wait. What's the point of clocking out 5 minutes early, to poop? So I was like holding it in, and it just like, I don't know, it felt weird. It was like one of those like my anus was not comfortable, like kind of I have to go poop.
Oh man, you know what? I had an uncomfortable anus situation yesterday, but that's because I was sitting next to a creepy guy on a park bench. What? Anyway, if you guys like to fart, make sure to smash that like button and fart while you're doing it, and then let us know how it went. But don't be creepy about it, because sometimes we get the creepers in our DMs, and those creepers aren't showing up with dollars in our Venmos at Dana Wisson and Lexus Charday. If you want a personalized fart, well, you got to pay the price. Let's see. Facebook user says, I'm just going to name Facebook user John the Fart. Is that okay? John the Fart?
Okay. Yeah.
John, I'm going to assume your gender is fart. John says, I've been eating spaghetti. I've been farting all day. Oh, man. I haven't had spaghetti in a long time, Lex, and I think that might cure me of my lack of fartitis disease.
Fart spell or your dry fart?
Yeah, fart spell.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're more of a consistent farter, and I'm more of a, okay, I'll fart like maybe once a month for 3 days kind of fart.
I don't know. We can agree to disagree. I mean, I feel like there are times where I am gassier than normal, and then I feel like there are times where I don't fart for like weeks at a time.
But where do those farts go? Like,
beats me.
That's the weird thing. Like, what? I know we've talked about this before, but like, do our farts go into our bloodstream? Do our farts, like, is that why my nails are so long and dainty? Because I keep my farts on the inside? Like,
I don't know. I mean, there are times where my hair seems to be like poofier than other times, so maybe the farts go to our hair follicles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Like
Ooh.
the like comes out of your scalp.
Well, next time I see you, let me smell your hair and I'll do a test and see if that works. Let's see. Hayden says, I never comment, but I enjoy watching your talks. Thank you so much, Hayden. You were my favorite actor in the Star Wars movies. Let's see who else. Uh-oh, look who's here. We got Lunch Meat. Lunch Meat says, all our resident fart troll and friend of the fart. Lunch Meat says, all you have to do is swallow some air. You know, I thought that's what that guy was trying to tell me when I was in an alleyway late last night.
I think swallowing air is more so if you're trying to burp.
Yeah.
I mean, it can work for sure.
It just might take longer because it has to go through longer like transit. Oh man, but if only we could fart out our mouths. And then let's see, John the Fart says, Lex, the boss, makes $1 and I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Yeah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, Lex, I think you don't even need to clock out before you poop. I think I think you should poop. That's how you should clock out, by pooping.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my friend's husband. My friend Sarah, she said that her husband loves to poop on company time. That's why he likes working at corporations.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame John the Fart and Sarah the Fart. Farting at a bank call center, farting in a Fortune 500 company. Oh, man, that's the best. Devin wants to know, do you guys fart on live stream? Sometimes.
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on our diet for the day. I am empty. Lex, I mean, do you get farts in the car? Like major car farts?
Yeah, sometimes that happens, and it's really unfortunate because it's like I can't like pull out my camera and record it while I'm trying to drive,
I mean, you can. I won't tell anyone.
I think when we start like, making the big bucks, I'll like hire a cameraman to like follow me around.
Okay.
7,
Yeah, a butt cameraman. Ooh.
Yeah, like a art cam guy.
Oh, that'd be dope. I wouldn't allow a man to follow my butt though. I would just let him use his eye cameras on my titties as long as he pays me. Bryce is here. What's up, Bryce? It's good to see you. Friend of the Fart Master. I accidentally just opened Adobe Photoshop. I don't know if you saw that. You can't. Why would you see that? And Hayden says he loves to crop dust people at work. Oh,
the best.
That's like, I think a good date, like if you were to go on a first date with someone, I think like crop dusting the town sounds like a good activity.
I also enjoy crop dusting Karens in the grocery store. That's a good pastime as well.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna crop dust. I'm actually gonna crop dust Lunch Meat. Let's see. Lunch Meat says, don't pay for a cameraman, pay for a menstrual. That's what all the pros do.
What does that mean?
Okay, I have a few questions for you, Lunch Meat. Are we talking about lady stuff? Because we can go into the down and dirty details if we're talking about lady farts. But I think you might mean something else, and I'm going to wait for you to figure that out.
You always have something to figure out, that Lunch Meat.
Lunch Meat. I don't know. Lunch Meat, who thinks lunch meat is short for vagina. Minstrel. Oh, okay. I did not consider minstrel. I want a minstrel. I want a Pied Piper following my tits and butt around. That's what I need.
Yeah, totally.
All right, Lex, are you ready for me to bring up our guest of the fart?
Yeah.
Fart of the fart. All right, we have friend of the fart. He is a local comedian and author. He has a podcast called Power Talk. And let's welcome the wonderful Durrell Hearns. Oh, yeah. Let me find him. Where'd he go? There he is.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi.
How are you doing, Durrell?
Spectacular. Just happy to be here, man. This is like one of my favorite podcasts, man. So I'm happy to be a guest on here. Spectacular.
thank you so much, and we're so happy to have you. It looks like you're doing a lot of awesome things. You recently came out with a book. Can you tell us about that?
Oh yeah. My recent book is Jottings of a Crazy Veteran. It's just a few journal entries. I had to go into my journal, and look back and see where my mental state kind of was off a little bit. So basically, I noticed myself talking to myself in third person, which it's my journal. Why am I talking to myself in third person?
Do you talk to your first and third person?
Yes, I do. I do all the time. I'm like, great job, Durrell.
Hey, that's like good. That's a good way to like do positive affirmations. Like, yo, Tina, you're sexy as fuck. Where'd you get those big ass titties? I like to talk to myself.
You're crazy. I love it. In fact, this is interaction. This is awesome.
Durrell, I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I handed them over to Dana because I'm performing tonight, so I have to hop off here in just a second.
All good.
I just wanted to say thank you for hopping on the show, and I'm going to be watching the interview with Dana because we have a lot of questions for you.
I'm going to make sure it goes downhill. Is that okay? Like as soon as you get off.
Whatever you need to feel comfortable.
All right.
Bye, Lex. I hope you have an awesome show tonight.
Thank you,
see you, Lex. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. Good night. Good luck. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I set it up. Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's awesome then that your book is based on like you pulled from journal entries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you ever have you ever considered writing like a fart journal or tracking your farts? Is that something you've ever tried out?
You know what? That's some high level stuff. You're asking a lot out of me, Dana. What's going on here? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you are, I was going through your Instagram. You talk about like, feeling powerful and powerful talks and, being positive and stuff like that. And my recommendation for anyone who wants to feel positive is to fart all day and then write about those farts. That's
genius. That might be the next book. I'm gonna dedicate it to you. I want you to write the first part though. I need a foreword from Dana. I'll be like, please, she inspired this great book. So
oh hell yeah, I would love that. And I can even just write it out with a fart. Like I don't even
have like a translator. That'd be cool, right?
Oh my God, that's a fart translator. That is such a good idea.
Levels. We're doing this.
This is level fart. Here. Now that you're here and we talked about translators, how are you comfortable with translating something for me?
Sure.
Okay, let me see if I still have it here. Let's see. Okay. Let me know what you think this says. Just let me know your interpretation of this. Is
it going to be a fart? Is it going to be?
I don't know. I don't know. All right, here we go.
Right.
No, not going to do a fourth one. Whoa!
There's a lot of intensity in that.
Yeah, intensity. Okay.
I could tell like you were eating a lot of spinach, probably a lot of greens around that time.
Probably, because the only time I really get farts is when I eat vegetables, which is not often, sadly.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, I think if like there was an atomic bomb for that, that's what that would be. That would be the bang like that. That was good. You did good. I'll give you that. For the brand name, you are a great representative, Dana.
Thank you so much. And I think like you, Durrell, you're a great representative of, positivity and being just like a good person. And I'm very glad you are here. Okay. So a few questions for you, Durrell. Let me just put this comment back up. Lunch Meat likes what you said about fart translator. He thinks it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch Meat is our resident fart troll. He likes to troll us with his farts and his words, and we adore him for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so Durrell, tell me what foods make you fart? Like what foods give you the craziest farts? Tell us all about it.
The craziest farts. Wow. I'd say like what's the one? Oh, arugula. Have you had arugula?
Oh yeah, that's like a spicy kind of lettuce.
Yeah, that tears me up. That has me like I almost like float when I do the farts afterward. Like my butt does like levitation, like drop right back down, and arugula tears me up.
Now, where are you buying this arugula? And is it something that is purchased on the dark web, or can anyone get access to it? Because that sounds amazing.
Man, it might just be my body's reaction. I'm trying a new diet, so that's probably it. But I don't know. I don't know who's your sponsor. Who you guys? I don't want to name drop where I actually get it.
Oh no, we have farts are our sponsor. We are sponsored by Farts. So whatever you want to say, you can say whatever.
All right. You ever heard of a place called Sprouts? Yeah, it's probably Sprouts. That's where I get it.
Oh yeah, Sprouts. Okay, I love Sprouts. I typically avoid the healthy vegetable section there.
What?
I know.
Those are like the healthiest farts, though, Dana. You're missing out.
Well, in that video that you saw, I had a good, healthy day. But as our listeners know, sadly, I am a big fast food eater, and when you I don't know if this happens to you, but when I eat fast food, my farts die for like a month. Like they stay within me. I have so much inside of me right now. It's like a terrible radio show, just happening.
Just holding it all in. I got you.
Yeah, but you said that you're on a new diet.
Right.
What sort of foods do you eat on a daily basis?
Basically, anything that could be grown. I mean, it's not vegan because I do kind of veer off to like salmon or tuna, but it's just just regular fruits and vegetables, you know.
Okay.
Pomegranate's one of my favorites. So like I'm one of those, like I actually drain it. It's like $13 for each of them, but I'm draining them daily. So I'm like going broke eating pomegranate with these things, but it's all right.
$13 for a single, like a pomegranate fruit?
Yeah, not the fruit. I get it pre-cut. I'm a little bit of a what they call what they say, like the rich kids is shit entitled, I guess.
Wait, let me see. I was gonna say something with a fart in it, and that is something that rich kids are often referred to.
Farts. There you go. I'm a fart. A big fart that wants his stuff pre-cut. There you go. All right.
I think that is good. Because cutting fruit is, honestly, Durrell, I would rather cut cheese than cut fruit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah. Okay, I get it. So do you get like jars full of the goo, like the pomegranate goo, or how?
The kernels. I guess that's what they're kind of like. They're like the popcorn kernels, like the little.
Yeah.
Like you eat, it's got the little thing in the middle of it. It's weird. That's probably why I like it. It reminds me of popcorn. So.
Yeah, and it has a nice crunch too.
Mm-hmm. Really good crunch. I'll tell you.
Well, I'm going to go to that Fart Sprout store later on today, and I might get some of that pomegranate yummy goo. Now, what are your pomegranate farts like?
Oh, they're kind of potent. I'll give it it's a potent. It's almost like beets. So I think I'm like bleeding when I fart, but it's like it's just normal, regular like farts. So
Okay.
Regular. Yeah.
So when you say you feel like you're bleeding when you have these farts, is that because liquid is coming out of your butt, or is that more like
it comes out red. Okay, it comes out. Just imagine like a Pollock painting. It's not bleeding, but it's just like it's red. It's like a red mist. Like yeah, like a red gas. You ever like the red like this is what it looks like.
You are living one of my dreams. Starting up red gas. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. Just telling you, just pomegranate. That's the secret, Dana.
Okay.
Secret pomegranate.
So pomegranates, arugula. Lunch Meat says arugula is like eating weeds. I assume the non-fun weeds, and you can buy it at the grocery store. Thanks, Lunch Meat. I thought you could only buy it at the hardware store, man.
Oh, damn! That was the damn.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good burn. You got him. Good job.
Thank you, Durrell. Lunch Meat also says if there is blood in your stool, your poop is blackish. Oh,
that's not nice. That's not. Wow, man.
yeah. It might not be nice, but hey, I mean, I've had some blood in my stool, and that was more like that was more that was more like an emergency situation than blackish.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeez. That's why I got offended. All right, when he said it, cause I know it's emergency when it's really like that. So that's why I'm following you, just hearing that, you know.
Yeah, no, I get you. I understand you. I know where your farts are coming from. Let's see.
All over the place.
Yeah. You know, my farts are more like my farts are all over the place, and I kind of wish they weren't because I want to keep a lot of my farts to myself because they're so like, yeah, like farts are like a woman's virginity. You don't want to just give it up to anyone. You know,
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, all right. Another question. All right, let's see. What is the question Lex asks people with ease? What was your fart life growing up? Like when you grew up, was your household a big, like a fart family? Did you fart? Like what was that?
It was awesome. You know, I farted a lot. But though at a certain age, you're not supposed to like fart, I guess, in the house. So, you know, save it for the bathroom. So like I have my older cousin, like every time I fart, he'd say doorknob and like punch me until I found a doorknob and like he would like literally go to work, like just whooping on me till I found a doorknob and stopped farting. And I was like, that's how I got scared to fart for the longest time. Okay, let's be real. Even like after I got out of the house, you know, joined the military, like I just had to hold them in until one night I'm just sitting there and laying down in basic training, homesick, like thinking about the family, and just a big old wow wakes up everybody. And it was bad, man.
Now, how did people respond when you were in basic training and you let out one of these family farts? Like,
imagine a bunch of scared young adults trying not to laugh. Just imagine that, and on top of me. So it's more still holding it all in at the same time that you just made this nasty like crack, basically, that shook the bunk bed that you were on. The person under you got like a vibrating bed for a minute. That's how bad it was. Yeah. And yeah, from there, just you took me back somewhere I didn't need to go back to, Dana. All right. Jeez.
You know, I appreciate you being open about that, Joel. We want people to be open about, you know, weird fart experiences. Of course, only if you feel comfortable. You know, I have some fart stories I don't feel comfortable sharing yet because I think the world just isn't ready to hear that I enjoy farting into jars in my spare time. You know, that isn't something that people want to hear unless.
Do you hold on to them? Like, do you get a scent? Do you just like, what did this one smell like? Kind of, do you do that sometime or?
I don't. But like, okay, honestly, to be truthful, I only farted into a jar like 5 times, but I want to make like a business out of it. And I think Lex and I were talking about that, like farting into jars, labeling them like, you know, when you buy like marijuana or like cigars or something, it's like, you know, they tell you what's in them. And, you know, this has like this fart came from Lex. This fart is full-blooded with a little bit of salad in it and a little bit of desperation. Oh no,
Okay.
wait, my farts are the desperate ones. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well then that's a question. Oh, okay. Durrell is currently farting right now. He had to take his headphones out to fart. I understand this. I know that I've heard that many people enjoy taking.
My mic's farting. My bad. Jeez.
Oh, that's
it's farting all over the place. I don't know what's going on here.
That's okay.
Oh no.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
All right. Cool. This is embarrassing. This is scary.
Everything looks fine. You're still there. I can still see you. I can still hear you.
My apologies. I'll be back.
Okay. That's cool. Durrell has to take a fart break. While he is doing that, I am going to tell you guys that you are watching Fart Talk right now, because without this banner, you would have no idea that is what you're watching. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a fart. We're here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. PST. I see Durrell is back. We actually have 2 Durrells in the waiting room. I'll bring one of them back on in a minute. The one that looks like he is currently farting up a good idea. And then also make sure to subscribe to our Patreon. Get bonus content and merch at patreon.com/farttalk. You know how to search that shit. You guys aren't old. All right, let's see where I'm going to bring Durrell back. Uh-oh. Durrell, did you just fart? What happened?
Yeah, it was a really bad one. It actually messed the mic up, so it was weird. I shouldn't be eating arugula before the show. That's what happened. So.
So okay, what do you eat? Back to the food. What else do you eat? Like, what's your average breakfast like?
My breakfast is walnuts and salmon. So I'll do like the smoked salmon with some walnuts on the side.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then occasionally, if I want to spoil myself, I'll do the protein pancakes.
Ooh, now that sounds really good. Now, do you ever have salmon pancakes, or is that not something any people do?
That sounds good. I might do that. Just, I'm gonna dedicate it to you. As soon as I make them, I'm gonna try them. Salmon pancakes.
Thank you, and I'm excited to hear. Like, do you get fish farts? Like, do your farts smell like fish? What do they smell like?
Wow. Oh man, I never paid attention. I think I'm at that level of clean diet where it's not smelly yet, but it makes it a crack. You know, it cracks, but it doesn't smell yet.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe I'm away from the area or the crime scene where I don't smell it. So maybe that's what happens, you know?
Do people ever recognize your farts? Like, do they know?
Oh, you know what? I got a cool story for you, Dana. You might not like this, but it's my family, if you're watching, you already know this. My great aunt, she passed away a few years ago. Shout out to her. She used to blame farts on me all the time.
Oh no!
Like that was her secret. She would crack them off and be like, Durrell, why are you farting over there? I'm like, ma'am, I'm playing Pokemon. What am I? I'm not farting, ma'am. Just tearing up. Like, I'm not farting.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, I love it to death, man, you know. But yeah.
Oh man. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad were those farts? 10 being the worst.
It wasn't obvious. So it wasn't like she just randomly blamed a fart on me. I'm like, man, you're in the other room. Why are you blaming me?
Oh man. Well, did people believe her?
I don't know. I never asked. I'm one of those people. I was very sensitive as a teenager. I'd say semi-black emo. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very sensitive. So it was like, so I just would get offended instead of asking questions, just like tear up and stuff. Just I didn't fart. Curled up.
I relate to the being sensitive. Maybe not the emo side of things.
I know.
Farts and crying. That's something I've done. So do you ever cry and fart, Durrell? Is that something?
Oh man, I need to get on that level. That's what happens. Is that you think it's more of like the pain or the sound? Because can you cry from embarrassment of the farts or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess crying it could be from the pain of the fart coming out your butt, like the fart was too big for the hole, or because
Right.
the smell is so disgusting that you can't believe that you just let it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't mind asking you, like, what is the worst smell you've had from a fart?
Oh man. Okay, let me think. I mean, I've definitely had farts smell like straight up porta potties. Like, when porta potties, when they get filled to the top and someone forgets about them and just leaves them there in a hot summer day. That's what some of my farts smell like. And
Wow.
I won't let those off in public. Thankfully, I still have control of my butthole, so I can hold those in so far. But
Okay.
and then sometimes I have farts that smell like rotting tree bark and pennies.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
weird. And I mean, oddly enough, that is my favorite meal. So
I'd call that a Scrooge McDuck fart. With all the pennies, you can like swim in it and stuff.
oh my Scrooge McDuck farts. Those are the only farts I have these days.
Like the penny smell. Man,
Oh,
you're awesome, man. Just
thank
swimming
you.
in coins.
Thank
Just
you.
that's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Did you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever, or as an adult, play in like the McDonald's ball pits? Do you remember?
Yeah, as a kid, yes.
Okay, yeah, I guess that kind of reminds me of the coins. I'd actually much rather fart in a bunch of plastic balls
Hmm.
on a bunch of kids. I think that would be fun.
That sounds fun. It sounds like wow. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to kids or anything. Kids are great, but someone needs to teach them a lesson about being a kid.
Right.
Let's see. All right, Durrell, I am looking through the comments and actually I'm kind of feeling a little rumbly in my tumbly, but I think
Uh-oh.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's a fart or if we're going straight down to scary territory here, but
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna risk that one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now, Durrell, I know you are a comedian as well. Do you have any like farting on stage stories or even just like
Ooh.
embarrassing fart, sharp, poop stories you want to share?
Well, on stage, yeah, that was like the early days. I actually started in Northern Virginia in Alexandria, I think this place, forgot, it was like Purple something. And like first day I'm getting on stage ever. Well, there was the one at Wilmington, but I don't count that one. That's just like me saying, "Let me see what an open mic is like," and then
Oh no!
bombing basically. So, and thinking I did well because I challenged myself. But yeah, it was in Northern Virginia, Alexandria. Forgot what else, but the place. But yeah, I just got nervous, got on stage, started singing, and then just like because of my nerves, like my stomach. I'm one of those people that nervous farts. So,
okay.
oh yeah, so my stomach is rumbly. So like ready for the stuff, and yeah, just the host brings me up. He gives me a handshake, and it's like he pulled my finger. So I grabbed the mic and just said, "Wow!" And yeah, that was the worst experience. But I guess when you let the gas pass, you can learn really fast.
Exactly. And you are, again, you're like a motivational speaker, a motivational writer and author. So I think that should be, if you're making like t-shirts and stuff, that should be on your t-shirts. The what was the quote again? The gas pass.
When you let the gas pass, you learn really fast.
When you let the gas pass, you learn really fast. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. When you let the gas pass, you I think there you go. that what you said?
Yeah. When you let the gas pass, you learn really fast. That's the lesson of this episode of Fart Talk. There we go.
Let the gas pass. You learn from your ass. Yes, you do. Yes.
Is that a good place to learn from? Is that like, is it?
I've learned from a lot of butts. Like, I don't know about you, Durrell, but I'm a butt watcher.
Oh,
like,
okay.
For all different reasons. Like, I look at nice butts, ugly butts, sad butts. I sit and I wait for people to fart just so I can have something to talk about or
Really?
enjoy.
A conversation starter. That's awesome. I never thought about that. You might be like a relationship expert. I might need you on that kind of tip.
Hey, I mean, that's the only really expertise I have is just looking at butts. I don't have a good butt. Lex has an amazing butt, but she can talk about that herself.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I am a connoisseur of butts, usually lady butts. Like, I'm not attracted to the lady butts. No,
Right.
ladies, you got good shit going on down there, but it's just not my wormhole.
Right.
But I love looking at a good lady butt because especially when it's like big and shapely, because she probably has like extra storage space in there for all the toots.
Right, right. And you said big in space. I understand that. That's probably like what, like the ones that have like a teardrop shape. That's probably where it's storing it at, like right there at the bottom.
Yes, so, that's why they're bottom heavy, because the farts go like fall.
Right. And then it's stored in the cheek somehow. It's what I'm science. Man.
You know, why didn't I learn that in my elementary school science class? I am not sure.
Yeah, I, like the ones that really surprised me, and I have to say, and that's why you can't judge a book by its cover when they look flat. But like when you actually see it uncovered, it's like it looks big, and it's like it's crazy. Like I don't know where they hide those parts. Oh, but is that the secret to getting a big butt? Just holding them in, like.
You know what? I'm gonna try that out and see, because I'm kind of like, I'm one of those flat butts. Like, I know my boyfriend likes it because I take off my pants and he invites all his friends over to have a party.
Nice, a whole party. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I think maybe with like those flat butts, it's because people they have like a separate storage space for their farts that's like outside their body. Like,
wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into that and I'll get back to you, because that sounds like that could be a money maker. I know you to transition from fart boxes to books and podcasts. You have a podcast called Power Talk.
Yeah.
And I was listening to part of it on Spotify. It was awesome. You were talking about mental health. Tell us more about the podcast and what other stuff you talk about.
The podcast, it's early on it was just motivation. That's why when I want to help just bring that positive energy anywhere I can go, and help others and just help learn, teach, whatever. The recent ones are all mental health, because I really did start taking therapy a whole lot, and I didn't know that I had those kind of issues at the time. So I was like, nah, this is just me, not seeing that, oh, maybe me wanting to fight somebody every few minutes wasn't a normal thing, or me like having a grandiose thought process when I bomb isn't a normal thing. It's not a normal thing to be like, nah. It was just, man, it was those people. They weren't ready for this funny yet type stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, having that, it's not a normal thing. So learned going to therapy and like really breaking down. It's like I had a sabotaging mindset, basically, like internally. Like I love to pass positivity to other people, but internally I'm like, do I deserve this? Am I really deserving of this? Like my first book, The Lazy Man Hustle, sold over 1,000 copies. And you know what? Myself, I got imposter syndrome. Like, did I really deserve this kind of like this? Do I really belong here? Am I really, who wants this? Why are you really buying this type stuff? Just having that little, like that behind it. Now I'm like, after talking to somebody, breaking down the therapy, having them really tell me this is what you have. This is what you have. You can really start working towards the solution when you know what the problem is. So know what the problem is, or in fart talk terms, know what the fart is.
Yeah.
In order to solve the smell. I don't know. I figured
you gotta fart a bit to figure out where you're going in life. And that's awesome, Durrell. That's you're welcome. I'm inspired by that because excuse me while I burp.
Oh, you're all good. Oh, that was burp talk. Oh.
Burp talk where it comes out of our mouths. Yeah, I'm inspired by you because I've had all sorts of mental health issues. I've been in psych wards. I've been on all the medication, still on all the medication. Wow. And one thing I haven't done in years, like over 6, 7, 8, maybe 10, oh my God, 10 years, is therapy. I haven't gone to therapy, and especially after this last year and just like all the crazy stuff that happened this year, it's like, why the frick am I not in therapy?
Right.
And like, was there like a point in time or even like a fart in time where you realized like, hey, I need this in my life, or like?
Oh yeah. Just finally seeing my issues, and like, I have to say it was like a point of time where I just let all my emotions just like, I tried to hide them, keep them inside. For the longest, like would never show interest in anybody, would never try to cry, never try to like let anything out, like maybe a laugh, but even my laugh sounded like, creepy as fuck laughs, like the ones like I'm trying to hold in, like I might kill somebody laugh type laugh, like type shit. So that's what it'll sound like. So yeah. I'm like, but I had to say it was when I allowed myself to feel heartbroken.
Okay.
Yeah, I allowed myself to feel heartbroken about a situation. And I just allowed myself to tear up, and it really broke down those barriers from years and years in the military, years and years of, holding in, trying not to cry because my aunt's blaming farts on me and stuff, and holding all that stuff. But yeah, so that's what really broke it in and told me, yeah, you need help, bro. You need some real actual help.
Wow. Well, yeah. That's great. It's, it's hard when you have a situation like that and and you're heartbroken or depressed, and it all just kind of comes crumbling down at one moment. But that is great that you decided to, get therapy for yourself and do something, because that's such a good thing to do for yourself. Like, and you learned so much about yourself too, going to therapy, like things you never thought could be an issue or a solution to your farts and feelings.
Farts and feelings. So now we need a fart therapist. That's what we need. Somebody that diagnosed farts with a fart translator. Because there might be hidden pain in there, there might be.
Well, I mean, have you heard, I guess a lot of mental health issues start in our gut. And I don't know if that gut includes our bowels where the poop is, but if that's the case, then I totally understand why I have mental health issues, because maybe I have like maybe it's old rancid farts that are stuck in there, along with all like the trauma and toxic friendships and relationships and PTSD, and in my case, OCD and Tourette syndrome. Mm-hmm. Damn, Durrell, you're making me think. You're making my mind work in ways that aren't farts. Man, I got to take some notes.
And that's the point of the book. That's really why I wrote it. So people can really look at it and say, man, maybe I have problems too, And yeah, that's really the point. I've always wanted to help people. That's the solution oriented, just help others. That's it. Even with all the mental issues, like Lazy Man Hustle was when I first got diagnosed with PTSD. but somehow still wanted to help others with, getting their money together. Powerfuls. I'm like majorly sad when I got diagnosed with that. I was like depressed. Life was downhill. I was living in an Asian family's basement for like $300.
Whoa.
And like, yeah, really rude family type. Nah, they're nice, but they're like rude when I was living there. But oh yeah, very, very messed up. But it was cool. But like I said, they helped out at that moment in time when I needed it. So I was depressed. And going to school full time. So I couldn't really have time to process it. So yeah, it was just downhill from there, and just helping others with the powerful mindset that you can get through it if you stay focused on what you want to achieve. That's what Powerful is, the book of Power Game is about, that powerful mindset. Because a lot of times we don't focus on self. We don't help ourselves out.
Yeah.
Sometimes people tell us it's selfish, but if you need to help yourself, get the help, or know what you need, know your needs, recognize what you need, and yeah, like
you shouldn't be selfish when it comes to stuff like that, like self-care, like learning about yourself, moving forward. And I think that's awesome that you help other people and you want to help other people, because a lot of people don't know how to, or don't feel comfortable, reaching out and talking to people about this. So can you tell us the names? How many books do you have that you've written?
I have 4.
What?
So,
what are the names of each of these books?
We have, there you go. I pulled them out just for this episode. Had them on the shelf, like hiding basically. So The Lazy Man Hustle, that's the first one. You can tell by the back. This is a Facebook profile picture that I turned into. I didn't get professional work or nothing. Just
okay, The Lazy Man Hustle. When did you write this one?
And then this was that was the old logo. That's something I made on like Paint. That's MS Paint.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. One moment. It's going. My phone's being weird. I'll be right back.
No, that's okay. Durrell's phone is currently farting up a storm right now, and this is exciting. Let me write down the names. The Lazy Man Hustle. Let's see. Check it out. Let me scroll this. Oh, look, we got him back. He's back.
All right, cool. I'm back.
Oh,
just had another fart. I get happy talking about these books, so just like right after. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So positivity fuels your farts. Is that what I'm hearing?
Every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so The Lazy Man Hustle by Durrell Hearns. What is the second book? The second one was this one. That's Powerful, is the book of Power Game. I actually I published this before I moved to Phoenix. Like I think it's 2017. I moved here in 2018. So yeah. Powerful book of Power Game.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody told me it sounded like a weightlifting book, but I'm like, I don't know how.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it could be a weightlifting game book. It could be about cooking. It could be about power.
Yeah. And it's really about that powerful mindset, like finding yourself. I have a whole chapter in there about knowing what your talents are. What you seem like a lot of your talents. Like I'm gonna be real, Dan. I'm kind of a fan. All right, I see.
Thank you.
See the improv. I see you putting the heart in the jokes every day. I'm like this. That's amazing. So I like your work ethic with comedy. A lot of people don't know that comedy is a lot of homework. They really, yeah. You're not always going to be on the stage and perfecting. It's a lot of homework. So that's powerful that you do that on your own and motivate yourself to do it. So yeah. So and that's Powerful Book of Power Game. And like, what kind of got you to like comfortable for like improv comedy? Like what got you into that? How about that?
So when I was a kid and just when I was a kid, I did like musical theater and plays and stuff. So I always liked acting or just being silly. And then I actually saw an improv show, like a traveling improv show, like 12 years ago or something in Phoenix. And I thought, like, oh, that looks really fun. I want to do that one day, even though it looks terrifying. And then I ended up trying improv a few times, and I cried on stage because improv is terrifying when you first start out. And then I just realized, like, oh, I'm kind of good at this, and I enjoy doing it because my mind works in, like, I'm just making weird stuff up all the time, just saying weird stuff, and it works on stage. So yeah, I just got into improv after seeing a show, and that's kind of how I transitioned to stand-up. I watched a bunch of stand-up comics, and I got jealous. I'm like, wait, I want to do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's powerful. I love that.
Thank you. What's
the third one is Stand for Nothing or Else, Coward's Theory. It's just about how cowardice can hold us back from our success, learning ourselves.
Ooh.
So, like, there was times where I was scared to write. Like, I was scared that I'm gonna write and it's gonna be garbage or something. But I'm like, you still gotta write. You still gotta be creative. I know you probably experience this because you're a very creative person. Like, do you do that where you get in the zone basically when you're like making new stuff, making new bits, doing all that? Yeah, that's kind of what I learned. That's a meditative state that a lot of people need to know their self-worth, kind of,
Whoa, yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, so that's what just I love to learn. That's what I'm learning now. I love to learn. And that's Stand for Nothing Else, a Coward's Theory, just how cowardice affects, it can stop us from living a life. We just become a hermit, scared and stuff, but not, what was it? Recently, I finally went out in the Phoenix. I used to think, because where I'm at, I'm on the quote unquote hood side of Phoenix. Okay. So I finally got out there and saw this is actually a great area. I found a waterfall randomly out here. Discovered that.
Insta stories. Yeah, it was
pretty. Yeah, man. I was like, this is an awesome place. And if I stayed that hermit, scared of the Phoenix, scared of all this stuff, and I don't know why I'm scared. I've been all over the world, Spain, Aruba, all over, but just that I moved here, I didn't get over the fact that I moved on my own. Nobody told me I had no family out here, nothing. And I couldn't get over the fact that I made my own decision to move. So it was scary to think about that. And, to finally be here 3 years later and be comfortable here enough to go out and actually tour.
Yeah.
Powerful thing. So, yeah.
That is a powerful mindset. Oh, yeah. Boom. Yeah. Okay. That's
a good energy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You have 4 books. Holy shit. You have thoughts. I have 4 thoughts. Jottings of...
And that's the 4th one. Jottings of a Crazy Veteran.
Dude, I love the covers.
Thank you.
Though these are awesome. And do you print them yourself? Do you...
I do need an artist, so if you're interested one day, but this one, the Lazy Man Hustle, that's all me. You can tell by the print and everything.
Okay.
That's straight up in like an MS Paint, probably Excel. Trying to do that, especially the back. As I said, look at this. This is from Facebook. This is a profile picture. You can see my cousin's hat. This was taken in college. My cousin was going to college with me at the time, and we just saw each other, dapped each other up. And his hat is featured. So if this book ever gets famous, I owe him something, I guess, from it.
Yeah. You owe him a few books and a few farts.
There you go. I basically have different artists. I'll ask nicely, graphic designers. So for the fart book we're working on now, I'm gonna need you to work on the cover.
Yeah, the fart translation book. I'll just draw pictures of a bunch of people that look like farts, and then see if you can translate those. Durrell, you have been an amazing guest. You are so much fun. you guys make sure to follow Durrell on Instagram at I am Durrell H. You'll also see it in our notes on the YouTubes. And then are you on, where else can we find you on social media and stuff?
Facebook, just my name, Durrell Hearns. What is it? Instagram. I used to have a website. I got rid of that thing. That thing, $500 a month for what? Yeah, like,
$500. Yeah, what?
for hosting. I said, okay, that's too much. Now I need 3 jobs just to support this website that nobody's going to, except 3 people usually. But yeah, man. So it was a leakage in my company, and I had to go ahead and accept that I don't need a website at this moment in time. But it is Instagram, Facebook. I have the Johnny's of a Crazy Veteran page. You got a Lazy Man Hustle page. I have the Lazy Man Hustle audiobook page. So if you need the audiobook, you can hear this kind of cool voice on there. Somebody's like, you should read the book. You have a great voice. I'm like, are you flirting with me, ma'am? Are you flirting with me, ma'am? Is this the secret?
Yeah. Why are you doing this? I think I definitely, I want to start listening to audiobooks, so maybe I'll listen to one of those, and I want to listen to one of your books and Mariah Carey's new memoirs, because I've heard they are on audiobook now. But Durrell, you have been an amazing guest. Thank you so much for talking about farts. I know we were a little light on the farts today, but I think it was really cool talking with you about your positive or powerful mindset and all the cool things you've done, and going to therapy and stuff. And I'm thinking maybe I'll go back to therapy. The hard part is just like finding one and hoping they don't suck. So
of course.
Oh man. But yeah, you've been an awesome guest, Durrell. Thank you so much for joining us. And then I am going to close out this fart by saying goodbye.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Dana. Everybody.
Thank you.
Hopefully come back. Much love.
Farts and love.